Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. And my hair looks crazy, but whatever. And this is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 4. This is the season finale. I'll be doing the reunion episode next. Just that will be a separate video because I haven't watched it yet. I have a bit of a cold, so if I sound weird and weird and nasally, you know, don't shoot me, okay? I'm a little under the weather. You know what I'm saying? The sinuses and all that stuff is kicking in. So, you know, today's finale, it was, I got my iPod because I didn't put it on my iPad. It was an okay finale. I'm sitting here trying to think, did a lot of stuff happen? I don't think a lot of stuff happened. You know, the episodes, I'm going to hold it down because I can't see stuff too far away because my eyes is crazy. Maybe I can't sit if I sit right here. Okay, I can see that. You know when you sick and you just don't feel good and your eyes, you know, are heavy and watery and your nose and stuff? That's how I feel. But you know what I'm saying? Mama got to work, so here I am for y'all. So, you know, the beginning is, you know, Nikki Baby and Moniece go to see Teairra Mari at rehab. And Teairra Mari looks good. You know, she does look healthier. She does look like she's in a better mind state. And, you know, they're happy to see her. Her, not so much. I mean, she hugged them and everything. And yes, I'm being, you know, extra. She hugged them and everything. But, you know, she said how she will have to filter or reevaluate who she allows back in her life once she is fully out of rehab. And I agree with her. You go to rehab for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You go to rehab because you have a problem. And sometimes a part of your problem can be the people that you are around. And even though people can want you to get better, they can also be a trigger. They can also be a reason why you engage in unhealthy addictions. Whether it's if you and your friend always arguing, so when y'all argue, you go drink. Or if you and a guy, you know what I'm saying, when y'all get beefed out, you go, or just whatever the situation may be. I think, you know, and plus she was also saying how she still feels uneasy about how, I thought I saw Spider, Lord Jesus, about how they brought forth this rehab, this whole intervention thing. And I think she's upset for the simple fact that they did it on TV. And I agree with her. I feel like if I have a problem, don't wait to address me in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially not the whole world. If you really my friend and you think I have a problem, address that off camera. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about it after I've been to rehab on camera. We can talk about how I've changed. But don't ambush me on camera where I'm thinking I'm going to a scene of your birthday party and it's a fucking intervention. I would have been upset as well. You know what I'm saying? It would have been hard for me to, you know, forgive that betrayal. My nose is running. Sorry. I had to get my nose together. But yeah, you know, don't address me on my shirt looking stupid. Jesus, fix it. Yeah, don't address me on camera. Don't make it a public thing. And that's what they did. So, you know, they're happy to see her and they're like, you know, you look good, you lost weight. And she's like, yep, I've been running, you know, exercising 2 times a day. And, you know, she said, yes, she's not fully, you know, better. Of course, we know getting sober is a process. But, you know, she says she is getting better than that. She realizes now that she's went to rehab that she did need rehab. So she's happy she came. And it feels like she is more like I think she's more upset with Moniece, honestly. And probably Nikki a little bit too, but I think she's just more upset with Moniece, and probably because Moniece was also going to Cisco to talk to Cisco and different things like that. So, you know, she does tell them that she has not talked to Cisco since she's been gone. How she does not know if she even wants closure with him based on, you know, their particular situation. And then we'll talk about that later. So, the next thing that we see, you know, Ray J and Fizz and Boog all met up, you know, because Fizz wanted Ray J to possibly be the replacement for Omarion. this is my thing about the whole B2K thing. Can groups go on tour and replace a member? Absolutely. We've seen it happen before. However, Omarion was the lead singer of B2K. I think the only way for them to go on tour and make it doable, if it wasn't with Omarion, y'all at least have to have Raz be there. You would at least have to have all the other members of the group and replace one person. Because for Fizz and J Boog to go on tour, I mean, that's not much of B2K. That's 2 out of 4 members. So for my thing about it was, I didn't see how it would work if it was at least 3 of the members. And I can't remember if Raz sang anything. Maybe he didn't, and that's why it don't matter that he wasn't there. But at the same time, you know, on the other side of things, all groups, well, a lot of groups are getting back together. B2K still do have fans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying, see that sexy thing go bump, bump, bump. So they could have went on tour. It could have been a thing with Ray J there. But this meeting did not go as planned as they thought it would. You know, as we find out, Fizz never told Boog that he was trying to ask Ray J to replace Omarion. You know, Boog thought that others had said yes, others meaning either Raz or Omarion. And as we find out, Omarion is not returning anybody's phone calls. He does not want to be a part of B2K at all. And he has every right to want to continue to be a solo artist. You know, Beyonce never went back to Destiny's Child. Justin Timberlake never went back to NSYNC. Michael Jackson didn't go back to Jackson 5. You know what I'm saying? Some people have went Diana Ross didn't go back to the Supremes. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't go back to the group. I don't think ever went back to the Pips or the Pips. I don't think so. But yeah, you know, because who Al Green? Was Al Green in the group? Ron Isley? People who used to be in groups, sometimes, you know, the person doesn't come back. But, you know, did Omarion have solo success? Yes, he did. Would it hurt his career to do a B2K reunion? Not at all. Because the thing about it is the same way how I was talking about Tina Campbell and Erica Campbell from Mary Mary. For them to be able to go on tour together, do their solo songs, and also do some Mary Mary songs. It can be the same thing with B2K. Lil Fizz had 1 or 2 songs by itself, or Omarion had songs by itself. Y'all could have had a collaborative tour. You even could have had Ray J on tour, have him do his 2 little songs. You know what I'm saying? He can be, you know, if he had One Wish, and you know what I'm saying, what's the other song he had? I don't know. He had one other song. I can't think what it is. But, you know, in this meeting, the meeting of the minds did not work out. You know, when Boog figured out that Omarion wasn't involved and that Ray was there because he was going to possibly try to replace Omarion, he felt the kind of way about it. And I think he felt the kind of way about it simply because he didn't know. I think had Fizz had a conversation with him and said the idea is to possibly have Ray come in as a special guest. Now, Boog, did he overreact initially? Yes, he did. However, did Ray J go too far? Yes, he did. I mean, he came with mock-ups about, you know what I'm saying, B2 Ray 2K. He didn't change the name and everything. I think on that aspect, that rubbed Boog the wrong way. I think they then started throwing shots at each other. And, you know, because Boog, of course, was not on board. You know, I think when Boog said, you know, this like fake Michael Jackson type shit, I think what he meant, because when Ray pulled out the little mock-ups, the little poster things with him, Boog, and Fizz, and it said like Ray 2K, you know, B2 Ray, I think he felt like it's as if the Jackson 5 trying to go on tour and you want to get a fake Michael, you want to rename it. You know what I'm saying? I get what he meant by that, but he did say it in a way as if Ray was a fake-ass Omarion. But in hindsight, you will be a fake-ass Omarion. But I think their egos just got crossed and things just was not going right. And, you know, Ray was trying to act like B2K wasn't shit. But then Boog was trying to act like Ray... Well, no, I think what Boog was saying, because Boog was saying stuff like, you know, B2K is bigger than what we all have done. And it's true. In my eyes, B2K is bigger than Ray J musically. Like, Ray has a couple of good songs. I think B2K had a couple of good albums. They have a nice little catalog that they will be able to do. They were very, very, very popular. They had the whole Scream tour. Like they were popping when they were out. So when he said B2K is bigger than what we've all done, it's true. Is Ray J a star? Absolutely. Is he in the music industry? Absolutely. If I had a choice between going to a Ray J concert and the B2K concert, and I just had to pick one because it is what it is, I would definitely go with B2K. I think anyone else who grew up in that era would also go with B2K. I don't see Ray J booking stadiums or concert gigs because, again, I only can think of 2 songs he had. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, saying that B2K was more popular than you is true. But it doesn't mean that you're not, great in your own right. But it was just the signals was just not getting along, and him and Book was saying, you don't get what I'm saying, and Raider like, what you mean, what you mean? And then Book was like, come up here and find out. I'm like, hold on, did you start that, man? And then we're like, we can catch a fade right now. I guess catch a fade means we can fight it out. I'm a girl, and what we say, we say, bitch, let's rumble. And security then came in. I think it was the EPs came in like, wait, this ain't what we're here for. Fierce in the middle, kind of looking like, because he looking like, how did this go left? So, because it went left really fast. Like, it was like one comment after the other, just about, a fake Michael Jackson, B2K ain't nobody, we was bigger than anything. They was throwing jabs at each other, and then it just escalated, because both of their egos was hitting. And Book was like, man, whatever, I'll be outside. So then he get up and he leave, and Ray's still talking, like B2K wasn't nobody. And Fizz like, man, why you still talking like that though? He's like, I'm talking to both of y'all. And then Fizz looking like, for real, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. So that whole thing is in. Now I'm whole skip to the end. They meet up later on. They both admit, Book and Ray admit they were throwing jabs at each other. They both it was a big misunderstanding. Fizz admits, it was his fault for, not having good communication, letting Boog know what the deal was, not letting Ray know what the deal was, and it just happened too quick, and they all kind of just, it was a bomb. And, they agreed that for right now, they're going to put on trying to do a B2K reunion. I think that's smart, because, no, I don't think it'll work out right now. So yeah, that's the whole thing on there. We see Boobie and Keyshia Cole has their like divorce paper signed in and everything. So theirs is really easy. They're getting divorced. They're both okay with the divorce at this point because they've been separated for so many years. Keyshia said how they're gonna still be family, so that's fine. Boobie said how he still loves her, not in love with her, but has love for her, and that even though he's sad they're getting divorced, they still have love for each other, and that's a good thing. I think when people get divorced, it's really easy to either hate that other person or the family dynamic breaks apart, and it seems like they are able to co-parent effectively. Now, recently there has been stuff in the news where Boobie is supposed to like going for somehow going for custody or transport or something. I can't remember what it is. So we know there's a little thing going on, but we know divorce, co-parenting is always a work in progress. You can be cool one minute and the next minute you can just get mad about something and things might not be as smooth and as easy. But I do feel like they both put their son first. So even if they get a little bit off track, they'll get back on track pretty fast to get things working. Because again, when you are a parent and you and the other person break up, it's all about that child. Whatever issues and bullshit you and that person have, they need to go out the window. It's all about the kid. So, Boobie was trying to hug it out with her, and she was like, nah, ain't happening. I'm trying to talk, and I can't breathe out my nose. So when I take a breath, it's a lot, because I haven't been breathing while I'm talking. So Donatella has this showcase of a show. We see, Brooke and Hazel are like in the little dressing room. I hate Masika's hair. Okay, did I say Hazel? I might say the wrong thing. Brooke and Masika are Oh my God, my nose. And I'm back. So yeah, damn it, not Hazel, Masika and Brooke are at this little show that the lady Donatella is having. We see that Donatella tells them, well, Hazel tried to say that she didn't want to come if you were here, and I don't play that, so she's not here. I'm sorry. She also was, like, you pull her over the banister. I can't believe you did that. That was crazy. And Masika's like, well, I was trying to check her wig. Masika has the worst wig. I hate her fake baby hairs. She has the worst lace fronts. And I need someone to tell her that for me, please and thank you. So, they're at the show or whatever. And, it was an easy scene. Masika performed, Brooke performed. They showed Masika perform, they showed Brooke perform, and they showed Bridget perform. I felt like all three performances lacked stage. It's like they just didn't have any, what did I put? They don't have any something. What did I put that they didn't have? What made me mad? Stage presence. I couldn't think of the word. So crazy. It seemed lazy. I was not engaged. I felt like Masika was doing too much lip syncing. She was doing too much to be lip syncing. I'm like, you dancing around. I wasn't for it. I wasn't. I didn't, I didn't like Brooks. I didn't like Bridges. I didn't like Masika's. Because I just felt like it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think Brooke and Bridget both have great voices. But again, I think both performances was boring. I think Brooke was dressed like she had just gotten married and that was her wedding night lingerie. And then she had on a big old green coat and she had on blue eyeshadow. I didn't like it. I thought Bridget's was very boring, even though her voice is great. I got bored. It was like a slow song that you sing at church. You know what I'm saying? And even with my church music, I like to be amped. I don't like don't sing me no lullabies. You know what I'm saying? I don't like lullabies. And I think even when you do slow songs, you still put some oomph into it or just some energy into it to make it likable. I ain't like none of them. I didn't. And then Brooke and Bridget had a small ass argument or a big ass argument, however you want to look at it. And I felt like their argument is about Boobie. Bottom line, I don't think it has anything to do with, well, you stole my song, or, you was cheating on Marcus after Marcus cheated on you. I think they both like Boobie, and Brooke doesn't like that that Boobie and Bridget was hanging out, and Bridget doesn't like feeling like she's second fiddle to Brooke when it comes to Boobie. And I think it was a bullshit ass argument. You know what I'm saying? They were going back and forth. With Brooke saying, you stole my song, and then, Bridget said that you should focus on your man, and just, it was a bullshit ass argument, because I'm like, neither one of y'all are on Love and Hip Hop. Why y'all not doing music? Why you taking your time arguing with somebody? If I'm gonna argue with you, I'm gonna argue with you and then sing a bomb ass song. Y'all both did mediocre at best. You know what I'm saying? And when I say mediocre, I don't mean as in their voice. I mean as in their performance. A person can have a great voice, but if the performance is bullshit, you gonna be like, she sounded okay, but I was bored. You know what I'm saying? It's the equivalent if a movie is great, but ain't no sound. You know what I'm saying? You can't move me by me looking at you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put nothing into it to get me entertained, it's the equivalent. You know how you watch a movie preview and the music to the preview is just making you amp. And then you watch the movie, and when it ain't with that same song and that same intensity, you be looking like, well, that part ain't that good because the music wasn't behind it. That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, they kept going back and forth, and Brooke like, well, you know what? Not Brooke, Bridget. Were you just mad, or whatever? And then, Brooke like, I'm not mad, but I look like a bag of money. And then Bridget was like, nah, bitch, you look like these stale ass pretzels. And then threw the goddamn pretzels at her. And then, Brooke fell into all that. We promised each other we would never get physical. And then she threw a bowl of pretzels at me. Girl, bye. You and Bridget are not friends. Y'all not even frenemies. Y'all both on this show and y'all needed a storyline. So, y'all was like, okay, we have our storyline. We're going to not like each other. But, again, I think it was stupid. I didn't like none of their performances, and that's a lot because I already don't like Masika musically. I don't. So yeah, it is what it is. Behind the scenes of everything, we see that Booby brought Brooke flowers, and when she brings Brooke flowers, she was like, "Well, Bridget's on stage. Aren't you coming here to see her?" And he's like, "What?" She then asked about why you took her to Catalina, and then he was like, you texted me last minute, you didn't even call me, why wouldn't you call me so you can't make it? I didn't know what we were doing, you kind of were doing your own thing. And she's like, well, yeah, that's right, I can't be mad, He like, I'm trying to figure out my stuff too. And she's like, well, yeah, me too, because I have unfinished business with Marcus. And they kind of come to the conclusion of, we'll always be friends, and no matter what the other one do, we'll still be friends. Again, I said I still think at one point in time they had sex, and it probably just didn't work out, and that's what it is. But who cares? Then there's a scene of Brooke talking to Marcus. They on a damn beach somewhere, and you know what I'm saying? She like, I was so serious about marrying you. I was so serious about us spending our lives together, but I feel like you weren't. I mean, you had to think he wasn't because one, he was still married, and then two, the person he was using to make himself be divorced, he was fucking. So I would guess you didn't think he was serious. Marcus comes trying to play like he got goddamn on Captain Save. I'm like, oh my God, why would you think I wasn't serious? What was I doing that I wasn't serious about? You were still married and you was fucking somebody. You know what I'm saying? But I was so serious. And then he pulls out the ring box. My thing is, you can be as serious as a heart attack, but if you don't have the power to save my life, you're not a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? I just babbled. I'm so sorry, y'all. Marcus was saying, he brought the ring out, saying this is how serious I was. My thing is, you can't be serious about wanting to marry me if one, you were still married and you were lying about it, and you were sleeping with the paralegal. You could not have wanted to marry me. Why would I want to marry a man who was still married and who was sleeping with a person getting him divorced? Why? What makes me special? You know what I'm saying? Because you was lying to your wife, you was lying to the paralegal girl, and you was lying to me. So my thing is, I don't care about no damn ring. And she got all teary-eyed. Oh my God, Marcus. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my God, Marcus, I can't believe you were that serious. Oh my God. And she put the ring out, and I'm looking like he bet not propose. And she bet not, like, I'll marry you. And he did. He was like, hold up. He admits that they're not ready for marriage. Clearly, they're not ready for marriage. But he does say, they both say that they love each other and that they want to work it out. If they like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's their life. I mean, I still think it's crazy. But, it is what it is. And they kiss and it's all lovey-dovey and cute, cute, cute. Safari has a going-away party because, as we see, Safari is moving back to New York after being gone for who knows how long. And we see that he will also be on Love and Hip Hop New York. That's smart. You know what I'm saying? Bounce from back and forth to be on all the franchises and get all the checks. You know what I'm saying? I would do the same thing. So, he had like a little party, like a little white party. There was a few people there. He was rapping. I thought it was very cute. I think Safari is very, very entertaining. When he is on screen, I'm always laughing. And not laughing as if he's a joke, but laughing as in he's entertaining. He's funny. He's not a comedian, but he's entertaining. He was singing, he was rapping a song about asking Nikki to let him hit it one more time. And it was hilariously funny. Even she laughed. He said, don't get offended, but before I leave, can I hit it again? Can I hit it one more time? You know what I'm saying? It was funny. People were laughing. It was entertainment. So I thought that was funny. They showed Bridget and Booby talking, and she's like, I can't believe you invited her first, because she told me that you invited her first, talking about Brooke. And he like, well, she said she couldn't make it, so I did ask you. And she's like, why would I be second fiddle? And he laughed like, you so cute when you get mad. And I'm like, what? But Booby is he has that southern hospitality, that drawl in his voice, that, you know what I'm saying, that southern twang that is so likable. So even when he, you know what I'm saying, not being the most, I gotta bring stuff up. He's not being the most sincere, it's still cute. You know what I'm saying? So I get how Bridget's like, oh, but at the same time, I'd be like, boy, bye. Or not even that, but I wouldn't have gotten upset because we not dating. So I can't get mad if you was talking to somebody else and they didn't come. So you invited me. Oh, okay. I was dating Mike. I mean, you was dating James. So who cares? So they kind of, you know, make up about it or whatever. What else happened? Oh, AD came back telling Monique she loves her and that she misses her and that she wants to get back together. And, you know, it was never a hard thing with her loving Monique. It was more of a thing that they were just hard to get along with around each other. But we know lesbians are difficult. I've heard stories about how lesbians move really fast and then they have a lot of issues because they move so fast that they don't know the other person. So, you know, Monique's like, I have to think about it. But we know Monique and her got back there. They love each other. It is what it is. You know, Hazel comes. She talks to Ray. I thought it was a bullshit scene simply because she was so upset when you was talking to Safaree, but you came to Ray all calm, cool, and collected. And Ray said the exact same thing Safaree said. That, yeah, that was the bet, but you came to the studio and you killed it. So why did you throw a bag of dicks at Safaree, but when Ray said it, you hugged it out? Girl, bye. You know, he does tell her that, you know, people gonna always talk about you, and the only way to win is to literally keep winning. Hazel just needs some humble pie. She needs a couple humble pies. That's just basically what she needs. The next scene we see is Tierra talking to Cisco. I'm going to wrap this up real fast because it was a quick conversation. Basically, he was telling her how he did not realize how bad her problems were. And then she was telling him, well, it don't matter because you were doing A, B, and C with old girls. So, you know, when we was in New York, you know, we was hanging out. You was showing me a good time. We get to L.A., and we in the house all the time. Come to find out you're doing that because you had homegirl, you know, stashed away in the hotel. And he was like, nah, you know, we wouldn't even do like that. And she like, you need to just admit that you fucked up and that you fucked it up. And he's, you know, he admits that he messed up. He admits that he was wrong for what he did. And, you know, but he did keep saying like, I didn't know, you know, I didn't feel like you needed rehab. You know, when I tried to help you, I thought what I thought was right because, again, I didn't know how deep your issues got. I think it's easy for someone to say, why didn't you do this for me? But you didn't tell them what you were hiding from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you said yourself that you wasn't confiding in him. Everything that you were going through. So, I get it where he was like, well, I didn't know that you needed rehab. Because you kept saying that you did need rehab. So, you know, I saw it from both angles. I'm happy that she took her power back and she did not let it be a thing of, you know, oh, just let him apologize, let him say he's sorry. And then, you know, we back on the popping. You know, she heard him out when he said, you know, he was sorry. She heard him out when he said that he knew he fucked up. And, you know, she was like, okay, that's fine. Right now, I'm focused on my music. I'm focusing on staying better. And, you know, that's basically all it is. And, you know, that's kind of how the episode ended. They showed the little, you know, where people are going. So they showed Keyshia Cole, how her album is being released, you know, how she's newly single, how she has her father, her biological father back in her life. And, you know, that she's okay now. They showed Boobie getting the face tattoo of her on his hand covered up with a rose. But who did he have with him getting that tattoo? Brooke. Now, Brooke, didn't Marcus tell you to leave Boobie in the past? Yo, okay, that's gonna be next season. We see, you know, Brooke at a fake photo shoot. I'm gonna say Marcus wasn't with her, and just saying how Marcus is gonna have to understand that her and Boobie will always be friends. Okay, as you say. You know, Hazel was on the beach getting bench pressed by some dude. I don't know what that had to do with anything. I don't think it was a photo shoot. Her little boyfriend wasn't in this. I don't know. I don't know. Although she said something like, my fans won't let me down. I didn't care. We see Ray and Princess are still trying to get pregnant. We seen Masika talking about how she's too high to see her haters. You can't see your haters because you don't have any. People just don't like you. It's a difference between being a hater and just not liking someone. It's a difference. I don't have to like you. That doesn't mean I'm hating on you. We see Zell walking through the streets talking about how he's shopping for his clients. He's still doing the stylist. Monique and AD are, of course, back together. Tia Marie saying how she's focusing on herself to be happy and to be healthy and getting her life in order. I think that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I really hope she wins. I hope she, you know, stays sober. You know what I'm saying? And then lastly, we see Safaree see how he's moving back to New York. So that was the whole episode. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I am about to watch the reunion. I'm going to review the reunion. Let's see what kind of fuckery and bullshit it is. And I will talk to you guys in a minute. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Did I say that in the beginning of my vlog? I don't remember. If I said this is Jay Lee's Corner, I know I was sick. If I didn't say that, guys, I'm sorry. You know, blame it on the night while I'm taking a minute. But I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Until next time, people.